All right, welcome back, everybody. It is election day. Everybody, go out and vote. If you haven't voted already, get out there, take a friend, make sure everybody you know is voting. It's an important election, very, very important. Um, let's talk about this though. We got a couple things happen yesterday. Trump and Harris both had their final little rallies. Trump spoke for pretty much 2 hours. Kamala did about 10 minutes. So there's that. She came out. She didn't really say a whole lot other than trying to just rally. It seemed more like a 10-minute prep rally than anything else. She didn't say anything substantive, as it were. But we'll take a look at a couple things here, and you can tell me what you think. But I don't think that as far as her final rally, Walls came out and pointed out the abortion stuff again and saying that he's literally gonna kill not I apologize, the lives of your daughters and women are on the line is what it was. So that's what Wall said. He wasn't even there. I think it was a recording, but anyway, we'll take a look at this and y'all can tell me what you think. I think it didn't do anything. She came out and tried to pump up the crowd, as it were, and that was pretty much it. She didn't say anything really. She touched on the abortion again because that's the only thing they're really running on, and that was about it. But we got a couple clips here I was going to show you, and we'll go from there. So check it out.
All right, so Pittsburgh, this is it. Tomorrow is election day. Tomorrow is election day.
Go vote.
And the momentum is on our side.
No, it's not.
Our campaign has tapped into the ambitions, the aspirations, and the dreams of the American people. And we know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America.
As far as what? You're in office now. A new leadership in America. She's in office now. She's been in office. Nothing's changed. If she gets into the presidency, she will do exactly what she did as the vice president. Nothing. She doesn't have a plan. She can say all she wants. Yes, she might do something about the abortion stuff. That's about all she do because that's the only thing she can run on. Maybe she won't because, as she likes to point out for Trump, he'd rather run on a problem than solve a problem. But she's in office now. She could do stuff, and she doesn't. That's one of the key things that people are looking at in this election is the fact that she's been in office for the past 4 years now and hasn't done anything. She was put in charge of immigration in the country. And again, people can say she wasn't the border czar. Okay, whatever. But she was put in charge of immigration. Biden said that there was no one better to handle the situation, than her. And she didn't do nothing. She went down to the border during her campaign. Other than that, she never went down there. So you can say what you want, but she's not a leader. She has her talking points, and that's about it. She doesn't say anything else. Anyway, we'll check this next one out here.
And we have an opportunity in this election to finally turn the page on a decade of politics driven by fear and division. We are done with that. We're done.
It's her party. It's the Democratic Party that's doing that. Her party is the one that's always shouting Nazi and a threat to democracy and dangerous and blah, 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 blah. It's her party that's sowing the division. President Trump, like him or hate him, he's got Tulsi Gabbard now, RFK Jr., Bobby Kennedy. He's the party of unity. That's their shtick now. He's bringing people together, and it's the Democratic side that's sowing division and hatred and everything else.
We're done.
We're done.
We're exhausted.
Yeah, we're exhausted. Everybody's tired of the same rhetoric for the last almost a decade now of saying Orange Man bad and he's Hitler and he's a threat to democracy. People are tired of it. It's the same playbook that they have ever since 2016, and people are tired of it. They just don't see it anymore. Okay.
Here's the thing, guys. We are fighting for a democracy. We are fighting for a democracy.
keep that in mind too. They're fighting for a democracy. President Trump and the Republicans are fighting for a constitutional republic because we're not a democracy.
And in a democracy, true leadership understands that the leader listens to the experts and listens to people who disagree with them.
The experts that have gotten almost everything wrong. Yes. Okay.
I will listen to people who disagree with me because I do not believe that people who disagree with me are the enemy. In fact, I will give them a seat at the table. That is what real leaders do. That is
Trump
what
already said that
strong
too.
leaders do. And I pledge to always put country above party and self, and to be a president for all Americans.
You could have done that already as the vice president. She could have done it already. That's, like I said before, it's the thing that people have seen the contrast between the 4 years of President Trump, well, really 3 because of COVID, and then the last 4 years of Harris and Biden. It was better under President Trump, minus the COVID, than it has been for the last 4 years. Like I said, I've said it endless time. I know people that are in credit card debt because they're using credit cards to buy groceries. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. And people have opened their eyes and seen what this Democratic Party have been doing for the last 4 years now. It's obvious. All right, so we're going to take a look at some of the polling that's the final polling, as it were. This is from NBC. This is what their polling is showing, and we'll check this out. Oh, wrong one. My bad.
These are the battleground states. We got some new polls this morning, and I mean, yeah, what can you say?
So here is Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Keep in mind, I say it all the time. These polls, they favor Democrats. A good rule that I live by is 3 points in the other direction. So whatever they've got polling for the Democrats, take 3 away and give them to President Trump, because it's usually between 3 and 6. I keep it on the low end, just keep it at 3 points. And if you go by that, then Arizona, he's actually leading by 4.9. Georgia, he's leading 3.9. Michigan, he's actually leading by 2.8. So on and so forth. Like I said, it's just a rule that I live by, because polling usually swings anywhere from 3 to 6 points in favor of the Republicans, because a majority of these polls that they take, the majority of the people that they're polling are Democrats. So I always just like to swing it the other way, just to, for clarity, I guess.
These are the averages. And look, the most lopsided, quote unquote, 1.9 points for Trump in Arizona. So razor tight in the razor.
And keep in mind, too, President Trump, he only has to win 1 or 2 of these, as long as he holds his lead in, as long as he takes Georgia and Nevada, Arizona, he's only got to take one of those blue wall states, as they call them, the Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. He's only got to take one of those to win. So keep that in mind, too.
Thin in the battlegrounds.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
So, yeah. Anyway, we'll go to the next one. That was NBC. This is, I want to show you the Polymarket stuff here. This is Polymarket, and I like to go off of this because of the fact that the betting odds are what people are feeling, I guess. This is what people are thinking is going to happen. And this I think is a better way to try and predict who's going to win, because this is the majority of people who are betting on it and saying, look, I think that President Trump's... It's, I think, a better source of people on the ground saying how they feel, and because they're betting real money on it. So, I mean, this has Trump 61.9% to her 38.1%. This is the latest Polymarket, and that's a huge, huge lead. Now, that's a lot, but people still have to get out and vote. Don't get complacent and just say, oh, he's up big and not go and vote. So here we got. I want to show you the 270 to win polls. This has now. I'm not nationally. He's down less than a point, 48.4 to 47.2. Arizona, he's leading 48.5 to 46.8. Florida, he's winning. Georgia, 48.7 to 47.5. Iowa, he's up 50% to her 45.3. That's a big gap there. And I've seen all kinds of stuff about Iowa saying that she's going to win that. I don't think she's going to win that. Michigan shows him down 46.8% to her 48.6. I think he has a good chance of taking Michigan just because of the fact that the Teamsters, when they came out and would not endorse Kamala, and it was over 60% of their workers were favoring Trump. That alone tells me that I think he's got a really good shot of taking Michigan. I think he will take it. That's just my opinion, but I think he will. I'm hoping he will. Anyway, Nevada, he's up 48.2 to her 47.6. That's really small. So people, like I said, we need to get out there and vote. I'm gonna go out and vote today. Taking my son for the first time. I'm so excited for that. So it's gonna be. This is a historic election, and like I said, I'm excited for my son. He's super excited too. He's super excited to go vote. Pennsylvania, okay, 48.2 to 48.2. It's a literal tie according to 270. That's close. I'm hoping that Pennsylvania he can take it. I really really hope he takes Pennsylvania. I don't think he's going to take Colorado, Virginia. He's got a slight chance, I think, in Virginia. Slight. Just like I said, it just depends on the people coming out. He's got a pretty good lead as far as early voting in a lot of these swing states, but like I said, we'll see. Most of from the past, you can say that most of President Trump's voters they come out day of. That might have that might swing differently this year because there has been a lot of people doing the early voting. So we'll see. Texas, he's up. Rhode Island, he's not up. Massachusetts, Vermont, South Carolina, Utah, my home state, he's up 57.5 to her 32. That's awesome. Utah usually swings red though. Usually, I don't remember a time when it went blue. So we'll see. Let's see. Where's another one of them swingers? West Virginia, he's up big too. Okay. Oh, I didn't see. Did I see Michigan yet? Or did I talk about Michigan yet? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I saw. Washington, yeah. North Carolina, he's up 48.6 to her 47.3. That's too tight for me too. Excuse me. Nevada, he's up 48.2 to 47.6. It's good. I'd like to see better. Georgia, 48.7 to 47. He needs Georgia. I don't want to lose Georgia a second time. I don't, but we'll see. All right, let's see. We'll take a look. I want to show y'all just a couple of campaign ads here. This is we'll go over this. This is President Trump's final ad. Like I said before voting, this came out yesterday. So, I mean, this is from Breaking Points, and they just showed each President Trump's and Kamala's final campaign ad. So we'll take a look at this.
4 years ago, we took a wrong turn and lost our purpose. We lost the strength that makes Americans who we are. If we dared to speak the truth, it was called hate speech, and our values were labeled shameful. That's when everything we care about fell apart. We surrendered our borders, our paychecks, and our courage. Our patriotism was called toxic. Men could beat up women and win medals, but there was no prize for the guy who got up every day to do his job. Now we're being asked to settle for the way things are. And we're wondering if America can make a comeback. We can, because we've done it before. When we get knocked down, we don't stay down, we get up again. We fight, we fight, we fight.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Okay, that's pretty strong. If you ask me, that's a pretty good ad. He's laying out in that little short time frame right there. He laid out that commercial, laid out everything that's wrong with the country right now, and he promises to fix it. I think he will. He did it the first time, so I like that ad. That was a good one. This is Kamala's final ad. I haven't watched this one. I saw the first few seconds of it, and that was it. So this will be a true react for me for this one too. So we'll take a look at this one.
Come here, Hannah. Shake my hand. How you doing?
Good.
And bring everybody back together.
And that's exactly how I feel.
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay, you
So,
have to stay in touch with me, okay?
I would
I'm
love
very
to.
serious about that.
Love to.
Okay. Throughout this campaign, I've seen the best of America, and I've seen what is holding you back and weighing you down. High costs, fundamental rights taken away, and politics that have driven fear and division. You deserve better. As president, I'll bring a new generation of leadership. I'll take on price gouging and bring down the cost of groceries and housing and prescriptions. I'll fight for your freedom to make your own choices.
Look, I'm sorry for pausing it, but look, I just want to put, other than her abortion stances and the $25,000 for first-time home buyers, what else has she put out there? And she never explained how it's going to happen, how she's going to give away free money, pretty much, basically. And it's either going to drive up the prices of housing or it's going to drive up taxation, and it's not a good plan. And I don't see how people can not understand that. But I don't see how she's never laid out an actual plan of how it's going to actually happen. President Trump's is easy. He's going to manufacture energy here at home, which in turn brings down the prices of everything. It literally does. But she's never pointed out anything on how she's going to actually do all this stuff that she's promising. So it's hollow promises, in my opinion.
And I will protect your health care and your benefits, not take them away.
President Trump's not going to take them
The
away either.
vast majority of people in our country have so much more in common than what separates them. Good people, hardworking people. We see in our fellow Americans neighbors, not enemies. We believe in each other. We believe in our country. We're not falling for these folks who are trying to divide us.
It's funny how they all, they're putting out the American flag when the whole summer 22 they were okay with it being burned down and everything else. They like the flag now, but before they said it was racist.
Together, we'll build a brighter future for our nation, where we stand for freedom, we stand for justice, we stand for the dignity of work. We haven't yet quite reached all of those ideals, but we will die trying because we love our country. Now, the baton is in our hands. I pledge to seek common sense solutions to make your life better. And I pledge to be a president for all Americans. Now I'm asking for your vote, because as president, I will get up every day and fight for the American people. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Okay, so there's that. I understand it sounded positive and uplifting, but it's the only thing that I've seen from her that is. Everything else is just personal attacks against President Trump, because that's all she knows how to do. That and talk about the abortion. So get out and vote. Vote for whoever you want to be in there. I hope that it's not her. I hope that President Trump gets back in there. But it's your right as an American to go out and vote for who you want to be in there. That's your choice. That's the American way. Hopefully, it's President Trump. That's my personal belief. I think that he'll do a better job. I think that the way the country is going, if Kamala gets back in, it's just going to keep going in the wrong direction. That's my personal opinion, and that's just the way I see things. But it's important. Go get out there. Like I said, it's election day. Let's get it done. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care of each other. Stay safe. It's gonna be crazy today. Just be careful, stay safe, and take care of each other. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate you hanging out. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe, follow, and I'll see y'all on the next one.